Now, you probably didn't expect this coming, but I'm gonna bring it to you.
Get it, 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 get it.
Here is a reality check for you when it comes to truck driving. You have to set realistic expectations for yourself, because if not, you'll get out here and you'll be upset, man. You'll be upset real quick, and it'll be just you by yourself in a truck, upset because you didn't really take the time to process things. All right. Number one, you become a truck driver, depending on whether you're an over-the-road driver or owner-operator, something like that. You are going to be very limited with your home time, especially if you work for a company. You drive for a company, that company's going to say, hey, and this should be all outlined in your contract when you first sign, but they're going to come to you and they're going to say, hey, the obligation is to be out for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, and we might be able to get you home. And when we get you home, you're only going to be home long enough to get your 34-hour reset, and then you're going to be back on the road again. So let that sink in. Your home time is going to be very limited. This video might come as a video where I'm trying to deter people from becoming truck drivers or becoming owner-operators. That's not it at all, okay? I want you to have the facts. That company might say, hey, we're not going to have you out for an entire month, but we want at least a couple weeks for you to do your thing and, make the money that we need you to make so that we can make money. That's what it comes down to when it comes to home time. So if you're going to become a truck driver and you want to be an over-the-road truck driver, expect very little home time. All right, that's number one. Number two, forced dispatch. You work for a company, you're a daily driver, you're going to be forced dispatch. Now, that's just the nature of it. I don't even call it being forced dispatch at that point. If you're a daily driver or home daily, the loads that you are assigned are the loads that you're going to run. All right, unless you're hurt, you physically can't do that specific load, they might say, okay, but we're not going to put you on what's known as a pedal run, a pickup, delivery, or a less than truckload run. We're not going to put you on that kind of run. We're going to put you on what's known as a volume run. Volume run is a drop and hook. You hook up to a trailer, you deliver it to a place, you drop it, hook up to another one, bring it back to the terminal. That's a volume run. All right, so forced dispatching for daily drivers, not a factor. Forced dispatching for over-the-road drivers, you can kind of expect that. There's a system out there called TransFlow. A lot of companies use TransFlow because TransFlow is pretty awesome. You can receive messages, you can receive fax, you can send fax, you can receive bills of lading, send bills of lading, sign bills of lading, so that you can get paid. Okay, there's also a lot of different amenities in the app. Okay, and I'm not paid by TransFlow or anything like that to, I'm not endorsed by them or by any means. But it's a very helpful, very useful app, right? Some companies have integrated their load system with TransFlow to the point where they can dispatch you on a load through TransFlow. Now, it's going to come up when a load populates, it's going to give you two options. It's going to say accept or reject, right? Obviously, you accept the load, it's no problem. You take the load, you run it, turn it in, and complete the load, bill of lading, sign a bill of lading, send it in, whatever. You reject that load, you better have a good reason for rejecting it, okay? Honestly, it shouldn't even be an option. I mean, if companies are as stringent as they are with forced dispatch, accepting and rejecting a load should not even be an option, if I'm being perfectly honest. Now, you give them a good reason for rejecting that load or for why you can't take it, they more than likely will come back and ask, well, why can't you take the load? And you'll justify it with whatever decent reason you might have. Hey, I can't take it because this, that, the third, blah, blah, blah. They might either say, hey, well, you know what? That's a good reason. Stand by. We're going to put you on something else. Or, now, you know what? We can figure that out. We'll work around it, but you're going to take this load anyway. All right? And some cases, that's a good thing. Some cases, it's not. To me, it's very annoying and very irritating. I do not like being under forced dispatch. I really hate it. Next thing, y'all, is pay. Trucking is hurting right now. The industry is hurting. You're not going to get this fantastic pay that a lot of people talk about, okay? And you might even come up short sometimes. But if you come up short, it's on you to manage your miles if you're getting paid by the mile, and understand the threshold for what we call deadheading. Deadheading is riding or driving without a load on the back, or without a trailer on the back, or a trailer that's empty, okay? Deadhead miles are a thing. They do exist. Some companies might not pay you the full mileage for deadheading, but they should give you something for deadheading, okay? But the pay, straight up, not sugarcoating it, it is not good right now, and has not been good for the past 2.5 to 3 years. All right, the only reason I really survived for a long time was because my wife and I, we were team drivers, and we were contracted to move sensitive government freight, classified freight. Now let's save it for another video, because that's a good one that we can kind of get into. The requirements to be a sensitive or classified hauler for the government. Other than that, those are the realistic expectations that you need to be thinking about when it comes to becoming a truck driver. Company driver, and you're a local driver, a local or daily driver, as I mentioned before, or an over-the-road driver. If you can keep yourself in check and stay grounded and understand that those factors are really going to make or break your experience being a truck driver, you might be okay. If you haven't yet, subscribe, share this video to someone that might be interested in becoming a truck driver. And, you know, I want to point people down the right path, man, and make sure that they're set up properly for success, okay? In the meantime, I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.
Get it, 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 hey, get it, get it, get it, hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, yeah, get it, get it, on my soul, ain't no letting up.